and we have covered everything off, well, some of things off over here, and we are going to head overseas as well because Major League Rugby is going great guns in the United States, and one of the Kiwis in the thick of the action is former All Black Andy Ellis, who looks like he's absolutely living his best life playing rugby in New York. And Andy Ellis joins us. Andy, thank you so much. And I guess, how have you and the family settled into life in New York?
We're loving it. We love New York City. The kids have settled into a good school, which is always important for me and Mum. So they're loving that. So they're in Manhattan at a wee school in Soho, NoHo. We're living over in Hoboken, which is just over the Hudson River in New Jersey, and our training ground is over here in New Jersey too. So like it's been challenging because it's been really cold here and obviously a little bit COVID restrictive, but things are opening up and we're getting to experience the adventure, I suppose, of New York a little bit more, and also really loving the team and the rugby here as well. So there's some great challenges. What's been the biggest eye-opener since you've been over there? I was really surprised by the talent here. You know, genuinely really good skill set, real athletes here, and you know, coming from Japan, you know, I wasn't sure, you know, what to expect, if it would be similar to Japan or what, but you know, the guys here are very skillful and can play, which not surprised me, but you know, I think that was pretty awesome thing to kind of see and experience. And quick learners too, you know, they really want to learn and get better and develop quickly too. So yeah, it's been good. It's been an interesting but challenging first few months.
Well, yeah, I guess for someone like you go over there with a bit of expectation to be a leader and to be coaching newer players.
Exactly. You know, that's one of the reasons I sort of came over at this stage of my career. You know, the challenge of coming somewhere new and into a fairly new club. You know, only a couple of years old really, and try and help create something that will be here for a long time, or something really special here. So it's slowly taking shape. Great boys here, great coaching. You know, we're just slowly finding our feet, but we're getting there. It's been a good challenge.
How challenging has the COVID situation been?
It's been crazy. We didn't really expect it to be like this when leaving New Zealand, you know. But you know, in saying that, quite quickly we've like most of the team are now vaccinated, both vaccines. Most of the competition is now. Most of the people in the streets or that we socialise with are all vaccinated. You can walk into a pharmacy basically in New York now and without an appointment and get the vaccine as well. So that's where it's at in this part of the world. So it's kind of turning the corner now, like sporting fixtures and things like that, or shows or restaurants are increasing capacity quite quickly as well, which is cool because that's part of the experience here as well. So yeah, that's sort of what it's like over here at the moment. We're not selling out 660 concerts at Eden Park just yet, but we're slowly getting there.
I can promise you missed a very good night at Eden Park. Going back though to the rugby side of things, do you expect that more Kiwis are eventually going to follow in your footsteps and go and play in the States?
Already, I feel this bit of excitement around rugby in the States. This program where the 12 or 14 teams now, you know, really establishing themselves with private ownership. You know, the money isn't like what it is in other parts of the world, but there's other things here that are really unique and pretty cool to experience as well. And there's a lot of opportunity here. So yeah, I don't know where it's going to go. I've got a good feeling that it's going to grow and grow quite quickly. You bump into people on the streets here and they want to know more about it. Americans love entertainment and they love sport, and so you know, whether I'm getting my hair cut or I know me and my son are throwing the ball around down at the park, people actually come up and say, "Oh, is that rugby? Oh, we always wanted to know more about rugby." Is it? Yeah, you know, you guys are hard guys. You know, you don't wear headgear or pretty hard. But you know, there certainly is that element of wanting to come and see or experience some new sport or entertainment or just get out and see something new. So it's you know, I'm excited by the opportunities that lie ahead in the next sort of 5 and 10 years. I've also had a lot of the boys from back home, they message me that well, how is it? What's it like? You know, do you think at the end of my career I'll be able to come over and have an experience? So we'll see. You know, it's cool. It's early days, but pretty exciting.
Yeah, talking about that business side and the entertainment package American sport brings, what have you seen that could perhaps be brought in here if the Silver Lake investment goes ahead?
That's part of the opportunity for New Zealand rugby, isn't it? And actually, I had a coffee with one of the guys involved with that, the Kiwi guy. So yeah, just the way it is, I suppose, over here, putting that Silver Lake deal together. It's just, you got to understand with the opportunity that would come with not only the investment, but the fact that you'd then have it on all the major TV stations in the States, Super Rugby, for example, All Black Tests, the scope to grow individual brands and things like that over here. This when you come over here, you start to understand it a little bit more. So I'm still not sure what the right answer is. I know the Players Association pretty staunch, and New Zealand Rugby have got their reasons for bringing money in. But if we're going to grow the game and keep it, no, if we're going to grow the game, at some point we're going to have to look to have that investment, both money, but also to help push and grow it into other regions of the world. I think, well, from being over here, from spending time here, I start to understand the concept better. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
All right, on the field, I know you were beaten today, but what's ahead for you and your New York team?
We're 4 or 5 games in now. Like it's so cool. Our first game was we flew to Las Vegas and we had a game there. We're staying in a casino. Oh, it was crazy. And then we flew to New Orleans and we played a game there. And you know that's where Steve Adams gave us some basketball tickets for later on that night. Where else have we been? Yeah, and then we went to Atlanta. We've had a couple of games at home. Next week we're flying to play in Seattle. So like the rugby is awesome, but the whole experience it's so cool. Like I've never been so I feel a bit invigorated, you know, getting to do what I love, but also visit these incredible places and create something special within the team here at New York, you know. So it's nice at the tail end of my career to come and try and give a little back to what we're trying to create here, but also experience these amazing places, you know. I feel very grateful.
Oh, Andy, it looks like you're living your absolute best life over there. Thanks so much for joining us and all the very best for the rest of the season.
Nice to connect with the breakdown again. Take care, guys.
Andy Ellis in New York, and you look out over his apartment, which looks at downtown Manhattan. Mills, do you think we're going to see big growth in the States with Major League Rugby?
I think it's come a long way. It's definitely come a long way. They're actually, you know, working together on, you know, how it can make it work, and having guys like Andy there, some experience, will only grow the game there and make it better.
As long as he doesn't look down, because I think Ricardo Salizo, the CEO of New York Rugby, lives under him. So, yeah, it's going to be amazing. I think it'll be like the Japanese League was 20 years ago when us old broken down guys went up there and started playing. The thing I like about this competition is that it started from a professional point of view. Ken, you know, they are like franchises. They want to make money. And if some of these big money people get in behind them in America, it's going to be pretty exciting.